What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Football Manager 2016 video. Today, it's episode 14, I believe, in my LFC Let's Play series. Really should have checked that before starting this video. Today, we are going to review the preseason that we have had, and we're going to be playing the Community Shield against Southampton. Obviously, if you've not seen the previous episodes, go back and watch them, and you'll get a full experience of our first season with Liverpool. I'll give you a bit of background if you can't be bothered, but I'd really appreciate it if you do go back. We did win the Premier League last season. It was a really up and down roller coaster. Absolutely, it was crazy. Against the top 5 teams, we only won like one game. We were knocked out in the cups in very early rounds. We made some decent signings. And that's pretty much that. It came right down to the wire. Man City finished in second. We won on the final day of the season. So did they, but we won the league by 1 point. So that's just a brief, overview. So we've moved into this season, and I'll start off with contract news for the players who we already have. You'll get a few spoilers in there of players that we've signed if you're familiar with this series. But we will start off with, I believe, Gaia. Did he sign a new contract? No, I'm being stupid. I can't remember who did. I know Lloris Karius definitely did. So Karius has signed a new long-term deal at the club. He's not the first choice keeper though. You'll see that in just a moment. He was last season, and he is right at this moment. But he has signed a new long-term deal. There was someone else that signed a long-term deal. Was it Sadio Mane? I think it might have been Mane. It was Sadio Mane. It wasn't. What am I thinking? Who signed the long-term deal? Actually, I know who it was. It was Gabriel Barbosa. He signed the new long-term deal, as you can see, keeping him at the club for another 4 years, which is really good to see with an £80 million buyout clause. So that's one of the players we did actually sign last season. Really talented wonder kid in this game. So that's contract news all done and dusted. We'll touch on transfers. There's been some crazy transfers. So in terms of incomings, we've spent just short of £60 million. I prioritised a couple of key areas, which I didn't actually show you last season. I wanted to keep it for this moment. If you go to my notebook, you'll see, I don't actually know, does it say, yeah, so 12th of March 2016, so obviously towards the back end of last season I created this, and it was essentially the players I wanted to sign. So Højbjerg from Southampton, Nicholas Schule, I believe that's how you say his name, the centre-back, from Hoffenheim, is it, I believe, and a goalkeeper and a striker. Now, if we go back to transfers, obviously, you'll see we didn't actually get Højbjerg, but that's kind of been replaced with, how do you say this guy's name? Everyone loves him on Football Manager, and I can just never pronounce his name. I'm going to go with Tillemans. I'm not too sure. Honest to God, no idea. I might just call him Yori. I'm going to call him Yori for this series. Obviously, we signed Schule, whatever the hell you want to call him. That was a really good bit of business. £14 million when he's already valued at, I think he was valued at 10 million when we got him. We met Leno, the goalkeeper. We met his, what's it called? I'm trying to think, release clause. We met his release clause of £25 million. He was valued at about 10, so obviously it's a bit over what we would like to have paid for him, but we were going for Ter Stegen, and they wanted £52 million for him, which in the long run probably work out, but right now we didn't really, we have that sort of money, but then it would mean we'd have to cut back on other signings. As I said, for Yori, we brought him in for 18.25 million. He was only worth about 5 million. He's now worth 14.75. We had to pay over and above for him, but I'm not too bothered because he does turn into be one of the best defensive mids in the entire game, to be fair. And then we've signed this guy. I didn't actually complete this transfer. It was the head of youth development that done so, and we've actually loaned him to Cardiff for a season-long loan, where apparently he will be a first-choice player, so we'll keep our eye on that. Can I actually get match reports on him? Who shall I go for? I'll go for Barry Hunter. So we're getting match reports on him for his loan deal. As for outgoings, there's been some crazy ones. Quite a few loans, not too interested. Adam Bogdan, we've managed to move on. Brad Smith, obviously, he's actually already moved on from Liverpool, but he hadn't in this game. Middlesbrough have come in for Andre Wisdom. John Flanagan, just touching up on the Deadwoods, really. Simon Mignolet, which is an interesting one, I'll come back to in just a moment. Gini Wijnaldum, we actually managed to get 12 million for him. And the Seioji, we've already been over Seioji. The big one was Christian Benteke got sold for £30 million. Now, I was accused of fixing the Mario Balotelli transfer for 27 million. This one, you're just going to be laughing at, to be fair. But Benteke was actually valued at £30 million at the time of the transfer, because actually, if you look, he had a really good season for Atletico Madrid last year, or obviously when he was on loan from our club. So that's why Bayern Munich actually felt like they, could come in for him. I believe PSG or someone like that also bid £30 million for him, because that's just what I put as an asking price. And I really didn't think anyone was going to pay it, but then straight away Bayern Munich came in, so I was like, yep, get that done before they second guess it. I've got a screenshot which I'll put on screen right now just to show some of the clauses and so on that I think they've inserted into his contract or something like that. There's a few clauses that you might be wanting to look at, which are probably on screen right now. We'll go back to the transfers though. So what should we actually look at? Let's think. So we've done transfers. What else can I talk you through? Actually, I'll go through staff. So we've had quite a overhaul in our staff. I'm not going to go through every individual staff member, but a few players have left and a few staff members left. A few have come in. Obviously, physio is much improved. I believe our scouting's actually also improved. It was below average last season. I'd like that to be a bit higher, but for now, it's at a reasonable level. Jurgen Klopp's actually managing Arsenal. And if you don't know, Buvak, I believe that's how you say his surname, he actually follows Klopp wherever he goes. Klopp came for him and he actually said no, which is really nice to hear. So good to keep hold of him. Quite happy with that. So we've got the coaching team that we really want here behind the scenes. We'll take a look at our preseason then. So I had a bit of an indifferent preseason. I just wanted to play a few local teams. We played Bootle, they're really local to Liverpool. 5-0 victory, nice run out, stretch of the legs type of thing. We then played Wigan, 3-0 away from home. Again, nice run out victory. 1-0 against Bradford. Would have liked it to have been a bit more comfortable, but as you can see, I played the rotated team. Then we went back to our full strength against Anderlecht, getting the 1-0 victory. Then we lost 1-0 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Disappointing, but I can't really complain. Then we beat Monaco 2-1 away from home. That game again, I rotated, and I just wanted the rotated team to get the full 90 minutes just to make sure they had that under the belt, which obviously you can see. And then we played Borussia Dortmund in our final preseason friendly, and 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. One was an absolute crazy goal. Press something wrong there. If we take a look at this goal from Blaszczykowski, I believe that's how you say his name. I don't know if I can actually get the goals up. I'm sure I'll be able to. Yeah, so watch this for a goal. This is absolutely, it's stunning. It's stupid, but it's great as well at the same time. But as I was saying, 2 goals in the last 10 minutes doesn't really concern me. It's the lack of possession that really does. We'll have to address that. But look at this for a goal for Blaszczykowski. Just goes past Gaia, and oh my word, what the hell's he doing? What the hell's our keeper doing? But they score. I'm not too bothered, to be fair. We've got Southampton in the cup today, which obviously is going to be the only game of this episode because I've already been talking for nearly 9 minutes about pre-season. Is there anything else I can really bring you up to date with? I'm sure there's going to be something like completely outstanding that people are just going to go, in the comments. But actually, this is one thing. I've been playing Joe Gomez throughout pre-season because I was going to, start establishing him with Nicolas Soulé as a centre-back partnership. However, Soulé, he's only 20 years of age and Joe Gomez is only 19 years of age. So it would be naive of me to actually do that, and I don't know if Joe Gomez... I'm going to be honest, I mismanaged Joe Gomez last season. I just kept him around at the club and he didn't really get any game time, so I really should have sent him out on loan. Maybe this is a season too late, but I'm going to send him out on loan just to, so he gets that first team Premier League experience. Obviously, I've accepted offers from Newcastle, who are now in the Premier League, and Aston Villa, who are also back in the Premier League. So that's going to happen. We do have... decent centre-back options anyway. If I just show you, we've got Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho, Joel Matip, and Nicolas Soulé. So the other thing, Simon Mignolet, we've just sold him, and the problem is Leno's out. He's been out for about 8 to 10 weeks, I think. He's got 11 days to 4 weeks left, and we've just sold Simon Mignolet, but it was the first offer that came in, and he's been on the market for months, so I kind of had to accept. So if anything happens to Lloris Karius, our goalkeeper is now Danny Ward, which concerns me ever so slightly. Hopefully nothing happens. during that time, because then if we get through that, we've got our 2 keepers, which is perfectly fine. But if something does happen, then it's going to be a bit concerning. We're still trying to sell Lucas Leiva and James Milner. No luck so far with them. But that's our team pretty much going into this season. Quite happy with it. May strengthen a few more places, but we still have near enough a month left of the transfer window. Let's jump into this game anyway against Southampton in the Community Shield. Try and get some cup glory under our belt. I didn't actually realise Klein's picked up a bit of a knock. So Joe Gomez, the lad I am looking to loan out, he's going to come into this team with Mamadou Sakho coming in at centre-back as a covering centre-back. And I feel like that could pretty much be the team we're going to go with. If I just unpick the clear subs and then pick the the subs. It sounds stupid, but yeah, I know what I'm on about. Sergi Sampa's probably going to come into that, to be perfectly honest with you. We don't actually have a backup goalkeeper on the bench, which is really concerning. I can't continue with that. I'm going to have to bring in wherever he is. Where is he? Am I being blind? He's got to be on there somewhere, Danny Ward. There he is. I'm going to bring Danny Ward onto the bench instead of Nathaniel Klein, and I've just picked the friggin' team by mistake. Oh, I wish there was like a back button. Oh my god, I'm going to have to pick the team again. I'll come back on to pick the team. Right, so that's the team we're going to go with. I'm actually leaving Sergi Sampa out purely because, we need a goalkeeper on the bench. That's the team we're going to go with against Southampton. Let's hope that we can get a bit of silverware under our belt before the season kicks off. Be a really nice way to start this campaign. Okay, so just had to pause the game to make a few changes just to get like the Southampton performance and our own performance on the side, and it does look like we have got a chance. It's actually on key, so there's a good chance this could actually be a goal. I'm just going to click play and hopefully something does come of this. Coutinho with the corner. It's actually cleared. Emre Can's going to get there. Back to Coutinho. What can he do with it? He's on the edge of the box. Here's Tilly's. Oh, wow. I was going to call him Tillismans, but I really don't know his name. I said I'm going to stick to Yori, so I'm going to have to go back on that. But that wasn't much of a chance, to be fair. Early signs are that we are dominating proceedings so far. Not too much is really going on in the opening 15 minutes or so. Here's Emre Can to Yori. Out wide to Joe Gomez. Inside to Sadio Mane. Back out wide to Joe Gomez. Great ball in, and Coutinho gives us the lead after just 14 minutes. Really nice play there, and Joe Gomez with the link-up play, playing a bit out of position, which is, it's good to see a 19-year-old really settling in, even though he is being asked to be played out of position, as Southampton do actually come at us here. Got into our box, and Tadic with the shot. Karius with a nice, fine save. Southampton just starting to get a bit of... What's this? Coutinho's picked up a knock, but apparently he'll be fine. Southampton just starting to get a bit of possession, which I don't want to see. As the ball comes in, Van Dijk was going for it. Tadic gets there, puts it back in. Here's Classy. Bit of room in the box, but Yuri deals with it. Ball back in. It's cleared again, only as far as Classy, and it's Charlie Austin. Charlie Austin's got Southampton back into this game. Really disappointing. It was from a set piece. Southampton still dominating proceedings, which isn't good to see, and they're in our box again. Karius with the save. I think it was Classy with the shot. Not too sure if there's going to be a chance here for Liverpool. Probably won't be, as I feel like that was the chance. But we are moving forward with Mane. Here's Henderson. Driving towards Southampton's defence. Emre Can plays the ball out wide. Guy gets past his man. Plays it onto the edge of the box. Here's Emre Can. Henderson. Sturridge. Past his man. Oh, he's hit the post. Daniel Sturridge has hit the post. Really big chance there for us. We're starting to get a bit of possession once more. Okay, so half time it is 1-1. I'm just going to say, go back out there, grab a goal. I do feel like a goal will probably win this game for us. I'm just going to address this now while I can. Tell me how to pronounce this guy's name. I struggle with pronunciations. I know who he is, and I know he's a really good player, and I know he's going to be with us for a long time, so I don't want to be pronouncing it as Tillisman if it's wrong. I know it's wrong because there's no S in the middle of his name. Tillemans. Just, in the comments below, tell me how you pronounce his name. Thank you. Okay, so just a change of system and a change of personnel from ourselves. We're going to this 4-2-3-1. We've brought on Divock Origi. We've got the pace in our side this time, this year, especially with Origi not being injured right now. So that's what we're going to change it to. We're going to hopefully try and cause Southampton a few more problems than what we have been doing so far. Corner for ourselves. It goes deep. Matip does get there. Doesn't really challenge though. Here's Gaia in the box. Great shot, but I think it deflected off our own player there, which, obviously disappointing if it did. It was on target, but Southampton down the other end. Here's Redmond, finds a bit of room. Emre Can gets a decent block, and we can really hit them on the break here. It doesn't really come off for us, as Classy just hoofs it into the stands. Looks like there could be another chance here for ourselves. Origi moving forward on this left-hand side into Sturridge. Onto Mane. Very nice football. There we go. 2-1 to Liverpool. We do take the lead with half an hour to go. At this moment, I'm not going to change anything up because it seems to be working. Just maybe in about 10 minutes or 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm going to change it ever so slightly just to make it feel a bit more comfortable. But what we're doing right now seems to be working as we're moving forward yet again. Sturridge with the chance, he's hit the post. If he's just literally an inch more to the right, we'll be 3-1 up and we'll be laughing. I do feel like we are closing in on a victory though. A lot of pressure on Southampton's goal. Hardly any on ours. Gaia, Origi. The pace is really, it's really hurting Southampton. That could have been another goal easily. Big chance there. We've really made our dominance, we've really made Southampton feel our dominance this second half, which is really nice to see. As I said, Southampton playing a really high defensive line. And we've actually been cut open here. And oh my word, Charlie Austin gets a bit lucky with a deflection off Emre Can. But we do get away with it for now, as there is about 10 minutes to go. Trying to do a team talk. The game's being a bit slow for whatever reason. Just going to tell the lads to tighten up ever so slightly. I don't feel like we really need to change anything. If I was going to change anything, it would be Karius, but that's not possible. Karius isn't having the best of games, but you don't change the keeper. It does look like we are going to win the Community Shield. There's 15 seconds left. We're on the ball in Southampton's half. It's going to be a great way to start this campaign. Don't feel like there's going to be anything that's going to change this game now. There could be though. Ward-Prowse breaking forward, but we've dealt with it momentarily. And there we go. I thought that was going to say penalty, but it's not. It's a Liverpool victory. We win the Community Shield. Wasn't the most convincing, but I really don't mind. It's just a bit of silverware under the belt. Obviously, we dominated in terms of shots and so on. Didn't really have that much possession. Not too bothered by that. Joe Gomez, interestingly, got man of the match. He's meant to be going out on loan. Maybe that will make me reconsider. I'm not too sure, but we have picked up the Community Shield. Coutinho's only out for 5 to 6 days. It's really not a problem whatsoever. And we get the victory in the Community Shield. If you have enjoyed this episode, be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's always much appreciated. In the next episode, we are going to have the double header to open the Premier League campaign against Manchester City, followed by that, that very tricky away match to Leicester City. If you've enjoyed this one, though, as I said, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.